Today we are going to learn another poem, The Camel's Hump by Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling was born in 1865 and he was a multi-talented writer. He was a novelist, he was a poet and he was a journalist as well as a short story writer. He was very much popular among the children as children's writer and he had bicultural identity. Why do I call him as a bicultural identity? He was born in India and he was educated in UK. Therefore, he has bicultural identity. Most of his poems based on courage and perseverance, active life, hard work. This poem also speaks about this hard life. So this poem reminds me all work no play makes a dull boy. So we need to, when we live a life, we need to always balance our work. We have to study and we have to play also. So that reminds active life. The camel's hump symbolizes, it's a metaphor, it symbolizes laziness, uncooperative and sullen nature. So this hump shows some laziness of the people, and it also speaks a color image like blue and black. So blue symbolizes the life, black symbolizes the death. So when we are living a life, from the life to the death, we need to get rid of idleness, sulkiness and negative things like sickness, being not working hard. And so when you are not working hard, you become obese as a result of couch potato culture in 21st century. That reminds us people who are not working and who are just working with the computer gadgets and just spend their relaxed life without physical exercise. So this poem also carries a folk tale also. This poem, according to the folk tale, it says about three animals: horse, dog and ox. Horse and these three animals, and there was an in-charge person for these three animals. On Monday, the horse asked the camel to work and trot, but the camel says hump. On Tuesday, the dog asked the camel to work fetch, but the camel says hump. On Wednesday, the ox asked the camel to plow, but the camel says hump. So the 3 days, the camel refused to work. So they went and told this matter to the in-charge person, but the person could not do anything and he doubled the work for these three animals. As a result of this, these three animals were upset and they went to jinn. Jinn means the in-charge of deserts, a kind of spiritual force who has power. And this jinn asked the camel on Thursday not to idle or not to be sulky, not to be negative, not to be sick, and you need to work hard. But at that moment also the camel says hump. As a result of that, a puffing hump appeared as a punishment for the camel. So this camel had to work 3 more days extra work for these on behalf of these three animals' work also. The camel's hump carries a humor because it has uncommon rhythm, irregular rhyming pattern and long vowels like to, do. Those are elongated terms. You. So it's an uncommon thing. So it carries humor. The Rudyard Kipling is inventive. He uses snarly, yarly, coinage, inventive terms, so it brings about a kind of inventive nature of Rudyard Kipling, and the snarly, yarly may denote sudden anger, and it also brings humor for us. Onomatopoeia, grunt and growl brings onomatopoeia, and snarly, yarly also brings kind of onomatopoeia. The poet employs alliteration, shiver and scowl, grunt and roll, bath and boots. So these techniques brings out some sound devices. So it also helps to add humor to the poem. Especially snarly, yarly, the sound brings humor. This poem carries refrain blue and black hump. So it is also kind of emphasizing the fact of getting rid of sickness and obese quality of the people. So this poem also mocks at couch potato culture, which is focused on the obese and inactive life. So always people should avoid with couch potato culture where they become obese due to physical and mental inactivity. Therefore, children, so you need to always work hard for your physical and mental activities and be sure lead a productive life as a moral which is coming from this poem. We'll meet in short episode soon after. Thank you very much for being with me. This is Indika English Academy. I go on.